We have a winner for the pink sofa tissue cover. And I have so many responses. I think I need to make another pink one and give another pink one away. I'm going to be working on them more to give more away because people still like them. I don't know. I'm getting a little sick of them, but I've made over 100. So I'm going to give this away and announce the winner. But I use that for my thumbnail. The winner... Oh, wait. If you bought it, use it. All right. Are you ready? The winner is Lisa Howe. Howe. Is that how you just say Howe? Or I don't know how she would say it. But Lisa, you won. So email me at angebert405@gmail. I'll put it in the description so you can look at it. And email me your address, and I will get it mailed off as soon as you do that. Good go, Lisa. My sister's name is Lisa, so I remember your name. Anyway, what am I doing today? I have a lot of plans today. I woke up feeling really lazy, but then I decided, no, it's sunny outside. I'm going to get stuff done. So here's my first thing. Now, has anybody seen on those reels and the shorts, these darling little sofas and chairs that people make out of styrofoam, and then they just glue it, and it looks so fun and easy? Well, I tried to make one. Just a minute. I love visual aids. So I'm trying to make one. So I got this kind of foam out of packaging, and I tried to cut it out, and it leaves lots of little bits of styrofoam that everybody complains about. And then I had the thin stuff, and I tried it, and then you glue it, and you glue them together and make these pieces and put paper towel over it so it stays nice. I made the back, and this goes like this. I made my own patterns because, you know, if you want the pattern, you got to subscribe to them and pay money, $10.99 or something, because, you know, they're trying to get all the money they can out of you. And these fit together. And then I made the bench, but it's wrong. This needs to be wider. So, you know, these are just experimenting. So this chair arm needs to be wider for this to fit in. And I don't know what kind of glue they use to make this stay secure. But then this arm isn't wide enough, so I have to cut more, and it makes such a mess. And Jamie goes, your floor sure needs vacuumed. I know. I said, why don't you vacuum it? But he didn't. But anyway, I'm trying to make them. And so then it occurred to me, why don't I try this kind of foam board here and see if it cuts better? Anyway, they use like cardboard that they cut about, to make this big, you had to cut about 20 of that shape, of this shape. And they used an X-Acto knife. I bought some. I know I bought some X-Acto knives from Temu. Where'd I put them? I've not a clue. So then this is what my show is today, looking for my X-Acto knife. That's why people become hoarders. They can't find their tools and their stuff, so they go and buy another one. I don't want to buy another one. I don't even know where to go. So here's stuff that I bought from Temu. And I put it in one of these drawers. And I also have a basket, but I already showed you in there. I haven't looked at, since this drawer got full, I never looked in it again. We're going to go through it and see what the heck I bought from Temu that I should be using. If you bought it, use it. This was one thing I bought to hang somewhere. Has hooks here to use for organization. I haven't used it yet because everywhere I put it, now it might go in this drawer right here, but everywhere I seem to put it, it's just a problem. That might be good. Now this heats up. It does. And I know Carolyn bought one, my sister bought one to take on our cruise because, you know, you can't take a real iron. It's a toy. It doesn't get hot enough to burn anything. I think she left it on the cruise even. So I don't really want to keep it. So I'm getting rid of it because I have a better one that really irons. And look, this is a clue. It's a toy. But it does get hot. So if you're going to give it to a child, I wouldn't even give it to a child. What child? I know. Throw the cord away. I need a bag for giveaway. I'm going to get a sack. Okay, got a sack. I got a couple of them. This is for giveaway. Okay. Where can I love hanging things. Where can I hang it? Right here. And then this one is going to be to put somewhere else because I'm going to use it. Okay. Now, if you have not subscribed to me, you really need to because we talk about a lot of things on Material Mom because I am all about sharing all kinds of material with my viewers. We go through the whole house. My whole family, my yard, my ranch. We go through everything. I have all types of gardening, dead things. Jamie's fish all died. His hobbies, my hobbies. If you don't like one show, you can go find another show about another subject. So that's the thing. I don't stick to just one thing like hauls, buying crap. I model clothes, because I'm such a good modeler. At 71, I'm stupid at modeling. But anyway, now here's a glove. You know what it's for? It's for your hot iron, and you can put it either on your left hand or your right hand. Now, this is a good thing to have. Have I used it? How long have I had it? I've had other ones. I have never used them in my whole life. Now, it could be good maybe for gardening, but you only have one glove. See, that's the hoarder in me thinking, what else could I use it for? I think I'm going to get rid of it. I've never used it. If I have garden gloves, I have 2 of them. I'm getting rid of it. Okay, this is the crocheted. I bought it from Temu. And here it is. Okay, this is going to be my next crocheted couch. I have stuff in here because it's faster and easier. So I am going to crochet a sofa to go on this, and then I'm going to announce a giveaway. Don't sign up for it yet. Wait till I get it done. What color should I make it? I didn't know I had this. I ordered another one, and I could have used this on my cruise, but I put it in here and never looked again. Leaving it out because I'm going to be using that. I'm putting that in my sack of used things. Now look at this. Barbie. A Barbie picture. That could go in my Barbie room above the Barbie dream house. I'm going to put that in using it because I want to get that framed because I have so much room on my walls to hang more stuff. And here's a tube that it came in. So I want to save this so bad. Put stuff in. What can I put in it? I don't want to throw it away like you're supposed to. I'm going to ask Jamie, can you use this? Because he does maps. Here's something I don't even know what they are for. They can't be earplugs because it wouldn't help your pluggage of your noise. Let's take a picture of them, and Temu will tell me what they're for. I have not a clue. What did I buy? What are they for? I'm missing out. I could be using these things. Okay, we're going to take a picture and see what it is. These are, they don't know. Oh. Here's what they are. For snoring. You put them up your nose, and it's going to stop the snoring. I have some in this drawer, too. I thought they were, I don't know what I thought. I have to write on here, stop snoring. Now, to me, this would be a gag gift for someone like my brother, David. So I want to put the stuff I'm going to put back in this drawer. And look at this cute little thing. It's to clean something, brushes or something, or a rake for a Barbie doll garden. I don't know. It's cute, though. I don't want to throw it away. I'm going to keep it. Order a wig cap. Now, that needs to go somewhere else, like in my bathroom with my wigs, because you know I wear a wig all the time. Oh, and this, you know what this is for? I'm going to put this in my cruise stuff. This is a little umbrella for your phone, so in the sun, you can still see and use it. Or you could give it to your Barbie doll person. I'm going to use it and put it in my use bag. What is this? Oh, you guys, I don't need to order any more stuff because I'm finding all... I have one of these, a spyglass. For when I go on the cruise, we could look at whales and stuff and mountains. This is going to go in my cruise bag. Am I going to go on another cruise again? I don't know. I don't have one booked, but I heard through family rumor that my sister-in-law, David's wife, Amy, has taken classes to be here's my ticket, Lincoln County Sheriff, for my speeding ticket. I hope I paid it. I did. Or is it a warning? It's a warning. Should I put it in my scrapbook? No, throwing it away. Miss the garbage. Anyway, she signed up for a tourist where you go to get a travel agent. And she gets discounts on cruises and stuff, finds the best deals. I got to call her. And maybe she can hook me up. Oh, look, my lid to my candle. Huh. I wonder what candle. I don't know. Throw it away. It's hard for me. I bought these and I forgot I bought them and I wanted them. I would probably have bought these again if I hadn't have found them. They're the giant rubber bands. Remember, I bought more. These, and I already have a drawer in here. A bag in here that I have my big rubber bands. I'm going to put these with those. Consolidate. Where's my rubber band bag? Right here. Come here, bag. Is this my ultimate junk drawer? I try for it not to be. I try for it to be... Where's my rubber bands? I try for it to be organized like a desk drawer. But I need more than one. Well, I know they're in there. I'm just going to put these in here, too. What is this in a nice box? Sunny Man Mini. I should put these with my fake fingernail stuff. Okay, that goes in the bag for somewhere else. I got to put it somewhere else to get organized. Then if I empty this drawer, this should go in my jewelry. It's flag Titax. That needs to go somewhere else in my jewelry suitcase for gifts. Now these, I experimented one time, and I bought all of these. They're not combs. They're supposed to be massage things. I don't know what don't massage your boobs. Like here, your neck. Oh, I'm going to put these on the head of my bed in that slot up there, and I will fix Jamie's neck that's been out of place. Good idea. Here's some tape. Needs to go in my sticky tape stuff. Here's some cord things. Where would I put them? With my cords. They're going to go somewhere else. An extra one of these that didn't fit any place. My diamond. This was my inspiration for my bathroom and my bedroom. But I bought one too many. This is going to go back in the drawer here. Now these, I saw another lady buy them. They're makeup colored pencils. And I kind of, in the 80s or 90s, I don't know what year it was. And here's something, eyeshadow. I could be using that crayon one. They used the blue, and Princess Di did it, the blue eyeliner. And I wanted some to take me back to the 80s. It's supposed to make your eyeballs not look red, I think. Okay, I'm going to put that over by my makeup desk. Put that over there, because I'm going to use them. Try again, I don't need to. Okay, what is this? Oh, a little light that fits in like your laptop or wherever, but it's not really bright enough or convenient enough to use or anything. I need to give it away. Oh, I bought so many of these. This needs to go over in my family room or in one of the bedrooms with the remote so it won't get lost. And then I got these to be organized, little cups and littler. They're going to go back in this drawer. And here's, this needs to go with my sticky. And I have a little container where I put sticky stuff that, all my commando strips and stuff. And what are these? To line your cords against the wall. I'm going to put that in that same place. Here's a part to fix something. Scissors that are crappy scissors that could be children's scissors. And I wish I could find this climbing ladder. Oh, here's a bee that I should give away to a Buchanan or a, I don't know what I should do with it. Tweezers. This should be in my gifts thing. I'm going to put that in the gift box because I don't need them. Maybe I do need them. I'm a hoarder. Cybersonic. Oh, this is a hearing aid. I should be using this because I can't hear a darn thing. The next big purchase I make after I get my more tweezers. This would be a better gift one. It's in a box. The next big purchase I make, I think, is going to be hearing aids. These are bed sheet things that hold your sheets on so they don't fall off, I think. Just buy the right kind of sheets. I've been looking for a brush that is like this to brush my rugs and stuff because I don't want the stabby brush. So that's going to go put somewhere else. Now, here's two of them. Sockets with a switch so you could put a light bulb right there. My bedroom, we built it with the sockets are right here, high up. And I could have a light right here and then get rid of this lamp. I'm going to keep it out. I'm going to try that. Here's more sticky stuff. Oh, look at this. I paid $1.08. Giant paper clips that go in your notebook. That needs to go in my desk drawer. Stop buying more glue. You already have some. Didn't even know. What is this? Was this to clean jewelry or glasses? I don't know. Let's see. It's clean something, but I don't know. So stupid. Buying stuff, and then I don't know. Here's a little baggie to put. Is it a wash bag or a cooking one? I'm gonna research more of these cups. Oh, this is wire in 3 colors to do what? Crafts. This should go in my craft bin. I'm gonna put that in there. And here is some. This is to make necklaces out of the. That needs to go in my crafts too. And look, I have 2 of them because I needed it so bad. Oh, I knew I had these kind of brushes somewhere, and now I found 2 of them. They don't go in this drawer. And now I know this one's for silver. I need that. Velcro, which needs to go somewhere else. Another umbrella for another umbrella. I really wanted them. Look. They need to go in my vacation summer bag thing. And some more. This is leather cordage. That needs to go in the crafts. Oh, these Jamie needs. So you can have your shoes, tennis shoes, be slip-on. I've been looking for some of those because he will not wear. And I've been looking for these. We lost our mailbox key, one of them. We had two of them. Jamie and I each had our own. He lost one. I had to steal his then. This, if it would have had this on it, we would not have lost it. This is a lint brush. It needs to go somewhere else besides in here. Put that in there. Oh my gosh. 3 packs of these bead things. Crafts. And then a little tiny cleaning brush. I love this to clean my drink mugs, the lids. And more of these shoe things. Got to put them all together. I'm going to fix Jamie's shoes up. This needs to go in my phone case drawer. Somewhere else. Look. Oh. And look at this. I needed this for my crocheting. This is what you use, this little plastic safety pin to mark your rows. I had to use a piece of string or a paper clip. A smart plug. Amazon. So like I could plug something in here into the wall and then say, Alexa, shut it off. And it will be smart for that. It's a little high tech for me though. And I don't know what I want to turn off at night or morning. I know, I'm going to try it on my rotating fiber optic Christmas tree. And I'll say, shut it off and see if it works. I don't know. We're going to try it. All right, my drawer is empty and dusty. So I'm going to clean it out right now. I'm going to make a few other videos today. So you're going to see me in my same outfit. Because what else am I going to do today? I'm going to clean my pantry. Start it. Not changing my clothes for that. I'll leave one out. Okay, this goes back in here. My rake. My snore things. It's not going to work. And I'm going to put this stuff back in here because now I can remember what's in here for a week or so. That's all. I'm looking at all the other stuff over here. It's supposed to go up here to be organized. And I have some other stuff here that my buttons. Look, I have umbrellas in all sizes. Remember this one? What am I going to do with this one? I'm going to put it in my window with my miniature, all my miniature stuff. Don't buy one of these. It's like $3, and it's like a waste of money. Unless you're seriously into a miniature house, which I've been watching. I can't do that. I'm just too old to be doing it. Having miniature, starting a whole new project like that. I just don't want to. Put that ribbon over there. My little perfumes. These need to go in my purses. Oh, wait. This needs to be fixed. Glued. I'm going to do that right now. Why? Because I don't want to. I'm going to try my new glue that I've had for a long time and didn't know I had it because it was in that drawer. Now I have the empty drawer practically to put more stuff in. This is a clear glue, and it has a really fine point on it that you have to be getting in that hole to shut it. B7000 instead of E6000. They're clever, those Chinese. Okay, putting the mirror in here, gluing it. And then there's a little film over the mirror that you're supposed to peel off. I should have peeled it off before I glued it. Where's those tweezers? I need tweezers to get it up off of here because you can't hardly get an end to it. There, pull off the protective film. And it fell on the floor, so now I have to pick it up We make more work for ourselves. I'm going to say, Jamie, kiss me on the neck. See if he smells anything. He's going to go, why? Why do you want me to kiss you on the neck? Just do it. Maybe I should film it. I'll film it secretly. I'm going to go down there and say, Jamie, kiss me on the neck. And I'll have my phone down here and see if he really will, what he'll say. I know he's going to say something like, why? Okay, I have 2 of these. So I want to put these, there's my purses over there. Missed. And I have my church bag there. So I'm going to put those there. I'm doing so good. Okay. Play it a little longer because I might not be done with this video.
Maybe I can get ambitious enough to start writing.
Kiss me on my neck.
You got to smell them on here.
Do you like it?
Oh, it's okay. Might stuff me up if I'm smelling
I'm gonna stuff you up. Jamie, that's mean. But at least you did kiss me on the neck. I thought you would say, why?
I'd rather kiss you on your lips.
Okay, he's better than I thought he would be. Honey, did you comb your hair today?
I didn't comb my hair today.
He's going to do a video, so stay tuned on the great conformity.
You don't even know.
What's it called? What's it
The
called?
great unconformity.
Unconformity. All right.
It's actually one of the...
Wonders of the world.
It's actually one of the wonders of the world in relationship to the biggest story in the geology of the entire Earth history. And it's been 100 years scientists have known about it, but they've never been able to know what it is. We're slowly starting to figure out what caused it.
We need to get a good picture of us because I want to make Christmas ornaments for everybody for next year because I know they want us hanging on their tree.
And if people watched the second Star Wars movie where they were on the Hoth ice world.
Yeah.
Well, the Earth used to be the Hoth ice world.
Hoth?
That was the name of that planet in the Star Wars.
I never heard of that.
And then, if you've ever watched the Water World with Kevin Costner.
I just watched that last week.
After the Hoth ice world melted, the world became the Kevin Costner Water World.
That's a true story, based on a true story?
And the world might have actually had 2 periods of water world.
Yeah.
And
okay, smile.
In the process, that created the great unconformity.
Put your head down a little so your glare on the glasses. Yeah, put your head down a little, but out. Put your chin out so you don't have a double chin.
Well, I can't put my chin out without raising it.
Head down, chin out.
It won't do that.
That's why we never can get a good picture of ourselves. All right, sorry, I interrupted. No, that's not you. That's why people are going to go, you don't let him talk. I know, because...
Anyway, this whole great unconformity represents the Earth is missing 1.2 billion years of history.
Because nobody was around to write it down.
No, it just... The geological processes during this water world and during the Hoth ice world, he eroded all of the rock layers away and they're all missing, and it's a worldwide
So
affair.
He's going to take one video and tell about that. But you don't need to tell about it right now.
So I've already probably told too much about it right now.
Right, because you're going to tell the beginning to the end of the Hoth theory.
It's not the Hoth, Hoth ice world.
Hoth ice world unconformity.
But it's a story about how the Earth lost a quarter of its history. And so
I've heard it before.
Understanding all of that realizes the ancient history of the world is much more
complex than we realize.
And has so many more facets to it.
That you never heard of.
That nobody even realizes.
Okay, but listen.
So I want to tell about it.
But guess what we're going to do today, you and me? together?
Nothing. I'm going to stay here.
No, no, you're not. I have plans for us. This whole week, our goal to get done is
Not
the pantry. Yes, it is. I'm going to start it. That's why I came down here with my camera. I'm going to start it, and then you're going to see me doing it, and you're going to go, oh, she's doing it wrong. I better help. I better get in there. And then you're going to come running in there and start taking over and help me.
You better take these little tables and put it in the hall there, and
No, we can just stack it on the floor.
put it on the table, and
Why?
you have to bend down for to pick it up.
I'll bend. I'm good at bending.
Well, I don't want to just
Bending
stack
over.
your boxes on these. Take that little chair, and then there's one.
All right, we can put the white fold-up
There's
table.
one little. Nah, it's too wide. There's one little bench in there. When you get it all unstacked,
The trays.
then you can move it out into the hall too.
How about the trays?
So just go in and clean out the center hall.
And then you'll help me?
Hallway
What point are
section.
you going to come in and help me?
Not till you get all the center cleaned out.
Promise?
Then we'll have to go in there and figure out how to organize it.
Wait, are you going to
And if we don't get it done today, it can stay.
Right, we're
set
going
on
to
those.
take, we could take 3 days to do it.
You can set on these little take these little tables in there.
But what if somebody comes over?
It's all in the hallway where they don't have to see it.
Okay. Just a minute.
No,
You have a hair coming out of your... No, don't
always-
do it on camera.
I always have hairs.
Let me do it.
If you want to do it, you won't let me do it.
I'll do it for you. It's just right there. I'll just grab it. Just very quick. Just very quietly.
No,
Because I can see it in the sunlight.
it's gonna hurt. Don't. That's a private thing. You shouldn't do that on camera.
I know, but I wanted to demonstrate how to do it very slowly.
Here, let me do it to you.
I don't have any. I pluck them. Why don't you pluck them?
We have a guy that was in our previous church.
No, that sounds
Congregation.
like we went to a different church. It was
Well,
just a different ward.
In our church, we
I already
have a
told
lot
them
of
about
different
wards.
congregations.
They lived in a different neighborhood, so they went
Yeah, and
different time.
This one guy, he had these big bushy eyebrows, and you wanted
And what comes with that?
And they were-
Ears, hair coming out
they
of
were
their ears.
big long hairs, and you wanted to go up and pluck the big ones out.
You did?
And then he had these nose hairs hanging out, and you wanted to go.
I wonder why the wives don't do it.
And then he had these bushy hairs coming out of his ears, and I thought every time you'd look at him, you'd just think, why doesn't he pluck that stuff? He'd look so much better.
I always think, why doesn't his wife see that, and why doesn't she do it for
Why
him?
didn't she say something?
And groom him a little.
Some people have it worse than others.
Maybe the husband won't let her, like you wouldn't let me.
Sometimes, and then we had another friend.
He's kind of scared of me because I've kind of tricked him a lot.
See, every time I get a little mole or a little anything,
Oh, we
hanging
don't
out,
need to talk about that.
I take the acid and burn it off. I can't.
Himself.
I won't let anything like that get on my
Moles.
neck.
I can't wait till he goes.
These little skin tags and everything. We had this one friend that had these little skin tags hanging all around his eyes, and he had great big ones hanging off his neck. And one time I went up and I went to grab a hold of one of them. I said, I'm going to pull that off. I was just teasing with him, but
Oh, you wouldn't really grab it, would you?
no, I didn't actually
And
do
Jamie
it,
said
but-
if a hair grows out of it, it's a
and
wart.
then I kept saying, well, why don't you take those off? But it's like he didn't even care. They were just let them hang out
A lot of
everywhere.
people have. It's a simple thing to get them removed.
Yeah, they're real easy to remove, but some people just don't even care about them. They just let them hang out, and
Now, am I going to have to edit this out?
they don't even act like it's something. But other people wouldn't put up with it, I guess.
Like you. I can't wait till he goes to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist goes, oh, you have skin cancer. And you go, oh, no, I remove it all with just muriatic acid. That's the kind of acid he buys for your
Well, you
drains
get these
and your-
black melanoma little things. You can burn.
You have one right here.
You can burn them right off.
I know, but your dermatologist is not going to be happy with you when he hears you. Maybe don't tell him that you did it.
Well, I probably wouldn't, but
Don't mention it, because Shauna's a nurse, my sister, and she said, oh, They're going to have a fit about that. Because what if it really was in your blood cancer?
And I basically don't care if they have a fit, so.
Because he's 76.
I'm such an old
How does it feel to be 76?
I'm such an old geezer, I don't care if I
How does it feel?
am blunt. And
How does it feel being married to a younger woman?
I did that on purpose, you know.
Yeah, so I would do all the work. I would do all the lifting. I would clean the pantry by myself.
Us old men have to have some young woman
This
take
is
care
gonna.
of us.
Is this to water my plant?
No, it's for me to drink.
That's good. You're drinking water instead of milk.
I already drank too much milk already today.
He's trying to reduce, so he's gonna stop drinking milk more. But the thing is, we didn't really consider our ages when we got married. Did you? I didn't.
No, we were close enough in age to it wouldn't make that.
We
much
didn't. It
difference.
hasn't made that. Although he goes, did you remember Elvis? No, that's before my time. I didn't like him. Did you remember the Beatles? No, never.
When we got married, I was 45 and you were 40. It's not that big of a.
5 years. Yeah, it's not.
I think my mom.
But if we were
and Grandpa
15,
Burton was 5 years.
my parents were too. But if I was 15 and you were 20, the parents would have had a fit. My mother would have anyway.
Well, in our religion, we'd think 15 years is too early to get married.
I know that. Everybody
Anyway.
thinks 15's too young to get married. But I'm saying back then it was shameful. Because that would have been, not incestual. What's the word? Statutory. What's the word?
Well, if you have somebody that's a minor and the other one's old enough to be an adult, then that's statutory.
Don't say that word.
problem.
Don't say that other word. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about, so let's get off that subject. Most of the time I don't. The unconformity, I knew that word.
Great unconformity, not conformity. Unconformity.
Inconformity. What's inconformity mean?
Nothing.
Most people don't know what it means anyway, so I could say anything I want, and they believe me. But one time I'm telling Ari this stuff, and she believed me. Or I was telling Emily that when she was little, we got your heart out of a baboon. We had to have a heart transplant. And she looks at me. Anyway, I asked Hillary, why does she believe everything I say? She trusts you. If people trust you, they believe you.
You think
don't trust me.
You tried to convince her that she had a artificial heart and it was actually a baboon's heart instead. That's kind of mean sometimes.
I know it, but I didn't
take your jokes too far.
I didn't make her believe it very long. But here's one thing I found out about little children. You could teach them any language you want. When Emily was little, she came in and I was laying on a heating pad and she goes, "What's that?" And I had to think really fast, and I'm not a very fast thinker. So I said, "It's called a fifala." A fifala, what is that? And I said, well, heat comes out of it and you can warm places on your body that hurt and stuff, So for years, she called it a fifala because I experimented to see, can you teach your little kid, any word, and they learn it and think it's that?
Then it's really
she
bad.
She did, but then she got older.
Start telling other people
I used
the
a
words
fifala. So finally I said, Emily, it's not really a fifala. It's called a heating pad. Wasn't that mean of me? But it's a great story.
I think
laugh
she
at.
got mad at you for
No, she just
tricking her for so long.
It's still a joke, a family joke.
Little kids, they learn from their parents. So if their parents purposely teach them lies, why? Then they learn the lies.
Well, look about in other countries. They send out the little Chinese children in Red China. Do they still call it Red China? Red China, does that mean communist China?
Well, red usually indicated a communistic country.
Yeah, okay. So they send out their little kids and they go, do not come home until you bring something to provide for the family. Food, plastic, bottles, or something. So the little children have to go scour all day long. They don't have to worry about anybody stealing their children because nobody wants them because they can't even feed their own or have their, they have their own. So they go out and scour all day. And they're really teaching their children to steal and thieve and recycle. But in our country, you send your children out and you have to tell them, do not shoplift and don't steal from the neighbors.
I've been watching these shows on YouTube about the porch pirates and these guys that spray them with paint and do stuff like this. You can't believe how many times the parents come back, how dare you do that with my child? And it's the parents that are taking the children around to go steal the packages.
Stuff. See, some people
Stupid.
teach their children wrong.
Stupid parents teaching their children to be porch pirates.
What would you do with your child?
I don't know, but
you found out that they stole something from the porch. What would you do?
The parents need to get the greater punishment over the children.
I know, but tell me what you like. If my child did that,
doing it.
I had a child, an oldest child, that shoplifted, and I took him back to the store and made him return it. So I would do that with the porch.
That was a good training, but if it's the parents actually giving
them a ride,
making the kids do it, then it's the parents' fault for not teaching the kids decent manners.
Okay, here's the little lesson today, the godly lesson. What is the 10th commandment that goes along with that? Thou shalt not.
Thou shalt get adequate revenge on those who offend.
Thou shalt not steal.
Just kidding.
But I'll tell you something. Isn't this a true story? See if I know what I'm talking about. When God, in the Bible, when God came down and gave him 10 commandments, the first 10 commandments were much stricter, weren't they? And so then, I don't know how it happened, but they knew people could never obey those laws. So they came back down with more easier 10 commandments.
No, that's false. You don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was, and then they came with easier 10 commandments that are like simple for most of us to obey.
The 10 commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal.
Yeah.
Those 10 commandments were the basic commandments of the lesser laws.
Okay.
And the higher Melchizedek laws.
I found some tweezers. Wait, you have hair coming out.
Messing up my talk.
I'm sorry, I always do.
The higher, more difficult commandments, the children of Israel proved that they couldn't live the higher law.
Yeah.
And so the Lord let them go ahead and continue with the lesser law.
Well,
because they were only capable of living these lesser commandments.
So what happened to the harder?
So the 10 commandments you're talking about were the lesser, easier.
Yeah.
They're more explicit. Do not kill, do not steal, do not commit adultery.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Those are the...
Well, in our day, we honored our father and mother because we respected them. We knew we'd get slapped across the hall if we sassed them or something. Nowadays, they aren't that way. Honey, don't do that. That's what they do nowadays instead of, don't you ever sass me.
In the old English stories that Charles Dickinson and or I think it was him anyway, but a lot of these old stories, I guess there was a lot of orphans and a lot of people like that in England when they had the big famines and stuff that killed off the parents. They were, that's where that old saying, spare the rod and spoil the child. Back in the olden days,
that was the philosophy.
If they did anything bad, they got a bad beating. The philosophy
with an instrument.
The philosophy is, don't spare the rod or you're going to spoil the child.
Did your mother have a wooden spoon or anything?
No.
Her hairbrush?
Every time we got into trouble, they just told us to go out and cut a willow so we can get our whipping. We had to go cut our own willows.
How many did you get?
I don't know, but we learned not to cut the little flexible ones because
they hurt worse.
Stung like a bullwhip hitting you.
Oh, my mother was.
So it'd be better to get a hard stick that just whack you.
Oh, my mother would. We didn't have any willows.
I know they always sent us out to catch the willows, but I can't remember whether we actually got a lot of beatings.
Oh, that was just your threat?
That was their threat.
Who was meaner, your dad or your mother?
The threat of going out thinking you're going to get a beating, having to cut your own willow.
Who was meaner, your dad or your mother?
My mother.
Oh, see, mine was too. My dad was. My mother would say, "Cuddy, hit that kid," and he'd go, "Knock it off."
My dad would lecture us not to do stuff or whatever, but it was quite a mild lecture. But my mother's the one that threatened to whack you
The
with
rod. She had the rod.
whack you with a stick if you did something bad.
My mother had a pancake turner thing, but I never got hit with that because I saw Shauna get hit, so I was like, totally scared and obedient.
I don't remember my mother ever hitting us ever, but
She threatened a lot.
when I was with my kids when they were really young and they'd do something really bad or something, they'd be sitting at the table and I'd come up, slap the...
But you did in my phone.
Anyway, I'd come up and slap the potato table and it'd scare the crap out of the
They'd
kids.
start crying.
But it was all just a loud noise. And I must say something like, "Don't you ever do that again," or I'd do something like that. But to emphasize it, they'd get this.
No, well, one time.
It was never.
Tell the story.
It was never hitting the kids, but it might be slapping the table or something.
But tell the story about when Andrea, he was building the floor or something, and Andrea, his one daughter, kept climbing on his back. So what?
Yeah,
just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me
only
finish.
About 2 years.
So what he did backfired, though. Okay, tell the story.
We were building our new house. We lived in the basement. We got it finished and lived in the basement. And then while we were finishing the upstairs, we had it framed in and everything, so it was dry and out of the weather. But while we finished the upstairs, I can't remember what I was doing. I was down screwing the flooring or something. Back then we'd use 2 layers of a subflooring layer and a plywood layer or something, and I was screwing the upper layer down, going along. I can't remember why I had the staple. I thought maybe I was stapling something too, because getting ready to paint or something, I don't remember. But anyway, she just came up there, and while I was on my hands and
You know how little kids love to, when you're on the floor, they want to climb all over you then. Playtime.
She was just jumping on me and climbing on me, and I kept telling her to go play somewhere else, or kept trying to get her to quit jumping on me because it was making it so I couldn't work, and she would never stop. And so finally one time I wasn't really mad. I was doing it more as a joke on her, but I took her and I laid her down on the floor, and I took the stapler and I stapled around her clothes. Stapled her clothes to
It was an electric stapler?
No, it was a little hand
Hand
stapler.
one? Oh.
But it stapled her clothes down onto the floors. So
She was stuck.
I was doing it more as a joke, but I guess it terrified the crap out of her.
So she made it sound like he was an abusive dad and being mean, you know.
Later in life, when she got telling stories and making up bad stories about me, she used that as an example of what a bad parent I was, because I stapled her to the floor. And then in her story, she said I left her there for hours.
All day or something.
Left her there she was only there for maybe 5 minutes.
Probably till Elaine saw it and came and said, "Get her, let her up." The mother always rescues.
But after that, she ran off and she didn't come and climb on me.
She learned that she didn't climb on you anymore. So that proves, though, the little children's memories of things are different than the real truth it was, you know. So
yeah, she didn't get hurt any. I just laid her down and
her clothes
went around and stapled her clothes.
But there was
she couldn't get up.
There was somebody got turned in to DFS because they stapled their kid on the wall.
Yeah, I've heard of them hanging their kids on the wall and stuff.
It's probably the same kind of joke thing, and then you get in trouble for it. But it's like you're not hurting them. It was You didn't leave him there. I guess it matters how long you left him
Well,
there.
that's only after I'd told her 10 times to quit jumping on me.
Yeah.
She'd climb right up on my back and start jumping, and
You were trying to get the job done because
trying
you
to-
probably had to go milk the cows.
trying to work so I could get through so I could go milk or something. And
Should I edit this video?
I don't care.
You don't care? All right. But people will talk and say, you could have left that nose part out.
Yeah, I know they won't like some of it.
But remember what my show is, reality.
It's like I said, I'm getting sold now. I don't care if people don't like stuff. If they
Do you like to be that way?
If they don't like it, that's their tough luck, not mine.
Do you like being that way?
Yeah, I'm like getting crotchier.
He is.
I'm getting crotchetier.
It's a good thing I'm not.
Oh, you are. don't you think you try to fool people there.
All right, we both are a little more impatient and a little more outspoken than when we were younger. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
We still love each other, though.
Look how long we've been talking. This is a long video. That means I can't do another video today. Look at the birds. Your magpies want food. I thought you said they eat early and leave.
They did. I already fed them out
Well,
there.
they want more.
I know. They always
See,
want more.
he feeds the magpies now because tell about when you were a kid what happened. We're going to take a little bit longer telling this story.
When I was growing up as a child, the government had a program. I don't know why they did this, but there was a lot of farmers who did not like the magpies. I guess they thought they pecked holes in the sheep's backs and stuff.
In their eyeballs. We always heard how they always...
would peck their eyes and stuff. But
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
anyway, the government had this program where the ASC office or somebody would,
What's ASC stand for?
agricultural extension
Associates?
agent
Okay.
or something like that. I don't know if it was that office, but it was one of the government offices. They'd pay us kids, I think it was 2 cents an egg. We went out and gathered and robbed the magpie nests, and if we brought in little baby magpies, you only had to bring their heads in, which sounds a little gross, but
What's the SPA would really have a fit about that nowadays.
well, that was back when we were kids. They didn't have all this other.
What year would that have been? In the 50s? 60s?
It probably would have been around the latter part of the 50s when I was that
Early
age.
60s, okay. So, and then
If
big ones?
If you caught an adult magpie and brought one of their heads in, you could get 50 cents a piece.
And what did you do with the money? Tell him that.
I can't remember.
He told me he would buy more bullets for his little gun.
Well, later on that was the
Oh,
case.
okay.
Anyway, so that was what I did all the time when I was a little kid.
Honey, your fingers are in the film. Look
I know
how
I'm
big
scratched.
your hands
Got a
look.
scratch right
Well,
there.
do it under the table.
Anyway, we lived down by the river where there was a lot of willow bushes, and the magpies would build their nests in the bushes. And my job would be spend every day going out, trekking up and down through the willows, getting the magpie eggs.
Did you love doing it?
Then after we had a little bucket we'd take and put everything in, and then
Did you love doing it?
yeah, I was always out tromping around.
Did you get dirty?
Probably,
You didn't care?
but I just lived to be in the outdoors when I was a
But
little
wait,
kid.
how did you remove the heads from the body?
Well, I could demonstrate it. but
Oh,
I'm not
just
going
tell.
to.
Did you have
No.
a shaking motion like in chickens or a knife motion?
No, I didn't use a knife.
Okay, we don't want to. Okay, that's all we need
Anyway,
to know.
you don't need to know.
Did
all
you
that.
feel bad though? Because you were doing it for money.
Well, I was helping the government out
Oh.
to get rid of them.
See, he was like enlisted.
Well, anyway, I guess there was a lot of magpies everywhere back then, and
All the boys did it. Did your
Then-
sisters do it?
yeah, we all did. Unless we ran into, that one time I was with Betty and we ran into a skunk and we tried to catch the skunk under this willow.
Oh.
That turned out to be a disaster.
Yeah, I bet.
Boy, when I got home that time.
He has a lot of different growing up stories than I do. Different types of stories.
My mother, I think she took Betty by the hair and whisked her in and started running the bath water, and
I'm surprised she did it inside.
she sent me down to the milk barn to wash off.
Yeah.
And but anyway, after we got our magpies gathered up, eggs and stuff, then we had to walk about a quarter of a mile up the road to where the government guy was up there. He's the one that paid us, and we'd take our stuff up there and he'd have to wait while we counted through the eggs. He'd go through everything. He'd give us a little bit of money, and then that's where we earned our money. Was
Did you buy candy?
No.
My boys always bought candy with their money.
We didn't ever get to go to
their
the store.
cans and bottle money.
We never went to the store any.
Oh, honey, you poor thing. And your relatives owned a store.
Well, we lived
the Burton Creamery or whatever.
No,
the Burton.
That was before my day.
The Burton Mercantile.
That was before my day.
Oh, okay. But here's the thing. Now, guess what he does to the magpies?
Well, then see, in about a few years, 10 years later, they quit that program. And then after about another 20 years, magpies started to get kind of scarce in the country.
It makes noise.
Yeah.
On the table.
Kind of started to get scarce in the country, and then the government came out with things telling the hunters and everybody not to shoot the birds, not to shoot the magpies and stuff.
Because they got to be an endangered species.
They've kind of recovered now. There's a lot of magpies around now, but in the winter time here, there's usually enough winter kill, like the deer, and that's where most of these animals are able to survive through the heart
roadkill.
They eat a lot of roadkill and stuff like that, but some years there's more food out there for them than others, and so now I just leave out anytime we have any old crusty bread or we get leftovers from our meals or stuff. I dump it out there.
Or food that's expired and gone bad. Those crackers there, you need to get rid of them.
They won't eat those.
They're expired. They won't eat expired food.
There's a lot of the food we throw out for them that they don't eat.
Do any other kind of birds eat it?
In the olden days, we used to have a pig, and we'd feed all the scraps to the pigs and chickens. And
do you want to get a pig?
No.
I don't.
If you have pigs and chickens, you can use up a ton of scraps. All of your, like you buy a cabbage and you have to take all the outer leaves off and all that stuff.
Well, don't chickens eat that too?
I don't think chickens eat the cabbages, but they'll eat a lot of the other stuff. When you have corn on the cob, the corn cobs, the pigs love those. They
eat the whole thing?
Chomp the cobs right up.
Oh, my. Well, here's the thing. Radon, his sister was here, Radon, and he was saying I was feeding the magpies, and she goes, "What? You used to be killing them all. Now you're feeding them?" It's because he feels so guilty and bad.
That's just the story I tell everybody.
Why do you do it then?
I'm nice to the wildlife and the game and stuff now. I don't.
But we don't have pets, but he does feed his animals.
I will go hunting whenever we need some meat.
But guess what I think I want to do? I told Jamie
I guess I probably would shoot a big giant trophy bull just for the bull, for the trophy.
Yeah.
But I would definitely want to use the rest of it and use the meat and eat it. I'd never kill anything just to waste it.
But here's what I want to do. With my YouTube money come spring, I want to buy a steer, a baby steer. They're not steers yet. No, they're steers, but you make them... No, they're bulls, a baby bull. And then you make it into a steer. You know how to do that. He knows how to oscillate them. And then we have all that property. We don't have to feed it all summer. And it will grow and grow. A hamburger on sale, $5.99 a pound. But we were talking about this last night, Jamie and I. Why is it called hamburger? It's not made from ham. It has nothing to do with that.
Cow burger.
Yeah, beef burger.
Beef burger.
Not hamburger. That's a stupid name for it. But anyway, Jamie doesn't want... Why don't you like the idea of me buying a little baby bull to be made into a steer to get fat and have meat? He goes, do we really like beef? Yes.
Because...
Why?
When you actually have a beef and it's sent to the market, you have these sirloin roasts and steaks.
I love a roast.
That are $18 a pound type meat.
Yeah.
And you've got your cheaper cuts, which if you know how to cook them right, you can make them delicious and tender. And
yeah.
So if you do that and buy all of your beef at... The problem with it is I think we could go and buy a large volume of the cheaper meats and have more in the freezer without having to do any of the butchering, without having to do... We've got a ranch where we've got plenty of grass to feed them and everything, but you still have to doctor them and medicine them if they get sick, and you got to...
It's a gamble.
And you got to catch them and take them in and get them processed and butchered. And...
You love doing that.
No, not really.
No, you're going to butcher it.
I'm just saying.
You know how to do all that.
I'm just saying is that we've come to realize that we can have a freezer full of meat that's already packaged and prepared and get the kinds that we want, so we don't have this whole list of all different kinds of cuts and all that stuff if you don't want them.
When was the last time we bought a roast?
And once in a while...
1999.
And once in a while, if you want to splurge and have a expensive prime rib or something like
we would
this.
ever would $134.
I'm saying is that it's a lot more work to try to raise your own and have to worry about having them butchered and processed, and then you're eating a lot of expensive meat, which you could have bought twice as much if you'd... And then the thing is, if you watch the grocery stores, they have all these sales and stuff coming up all the time, which makes it so you can get it cheaper. We basically just determined that it was too much work and...
We didn't, you did.
Too much hassle to try to raise your own when you can watch for the sales and come up with something cheaper.
So I have a stupid idea. Well, maybe I want it to be my pet, a pet cow.
Well, if you wanted it as a pet, or we do have a little padlock up there of about 3 acres.
Yeah.
That we could put one in, and
see,
it has water there and everything, but so we do have the facility to make it.
You know, I know you're out of breath.
But it's the same thing as I would like to have some turkeys to do the same thing.
No, we tried that.
But turkeys or chickens or beef or anything you do is going to be exactly the same thing. You got to pay for the feed. With a cow, you can let them out in the pasture.
We're not going to do it in the winter.
Chickens and turkeys and stuff, you have to buy too much grain and too much artificial feeds, and by the time you get them butchered and everything else, that's a big mess and a hassle. You find that you're not really saving all that much money.
Let me talk. Now.
You're not saving that much money.
Let me talk. All right. I know you can't go running after the cow and catch it and everything, right? But butchering it, you just sit at the table and cut the meat. That isn't hard on your heart. You could do that and butcher it yourself.
And how do you kill it and gut it and everything else before you can get it to the table?
Well, we could hire somebody to do that.
We never do.
We would.
It always ends up being me doing it all.
No, you go up there and sit in a chair, and then you tell Trevor, now cut it right here, straight down. And now cut it over here, and then, with your tractor, you raise it up, and then...
You can justify it all you want.
And then we'll bring it home, and you are going to...
No.
Because I want roast.
No, what I'll say is, okay, Angela, this is what you do. You cut it right here, and I'll let you...
And we'll have, and we can have the family help. Craig, my grandson, is the butcher. Of course, I don't think he does much at the meat market. They come already butchered, and they just package it. But we say, if you help us, Craig, we will give you some roasts. And then you can have the back fat. What's that called? Backstrap. You give them some to help. Trevor, you're going to gut it and we'll give you some.
When we're hunting, we usually bone the backstrap out.
See, you know how to do it good.
And then we just slice the steaks.
Yeah.
Now in the grocery store, the backstrap would be the T-bone, and they're all sliced with a machine.
We have a meat slicer, remember?
Yeah, but we never did get it to work right, and it was kind of a cheap piece of crap to start with.
Do we still have it?
Yeah, I tried to get Chad to take it, but he wouldn't.
Well, he probably needs the money now. We'll tell him, take it, you can sell it. But anyway, I still think that we could get the family all involved in it and give them meat if they help with it. And then we could have a big barbecue of, T-bones. I love a good T-bone. Oh, look at his list here. He's making this list because he wants to write his hunting stories.
See, this is a list of all my hunting stories. Angela's in a couple of these stories.
I see where I'm look at, he highlighted me. Why is that orange there? It's an accident. He didn't highlight me. He has a scratch piece of paper that I
had to scratch that orange to get it to flow.
But anyway, he's going to that's his winter project. Instead of cleaning the pantry, you should get a recorder and have a microphone and just tell it.
See, this Angela's first elk on the dead man.
Yeah.
That's when we were in our sleeping bag, and we didn't even get out of the sleeping bag, and the elk came, and I put the gun right over your head.
Oh, you're wrecking my hair.
Put the gun over your head and used you as the gun rest and shot her elk.
Well, I was kind of deaf that day.
Right out of the sleeping bag. That was kind of a unique story.
That was a good story.
And then this Angela's 6-point bull coming down. I just walked away to go around and get some water.
True story. I had mittens on my feet.
Elk came down, and she had these little mittens on her feet.
Because my socks got wet, and my feet were cold, and I put my mittens on my feet.
Put her mittens on her feet, and then the elk come down and was standing only about 30 feet away from her, sitting there laughing at her.
And I'm watching them, and they're watching me.
She's trying to she had never shot the gun, so she's trying to...
Your fault you didn't teach me.
Instead of just pulling up and flipping it off safety and shooting, she jacks the shell out of the chamber and
I always saw him do that
on
the cowboy shows.
You're not a cowboy show.
Wasn't a cowgirl either. And then he came back, and I go, "You just missed a whole herd." And he goes, "You're lying." I said, "No, I'm not."
No, I went over and
he saw the tracks and how big they were, and then he said, "Big mistake."
Well, it's because I had gone around there that forced him to come on down.
He scared him around. But the big mistake was you didn't teach me to shoot the gun before we left.
You're sitting there, and the elk are just, here's a dumb one. We can just go past.
They're just staring at me as I walk by me.
Like, this one's not going to be any...
We don't need to run.
Threat from us.
We don't need to run, yeah.
They could just take one look.
This is over an hour, so if anybody had visions of, maybe I should divide this.
Yeah, and look, I was doing my little thing here, and you've just wasted an hour for me now. So.
Jamie, it wasn't wasted.
No, I guess it wasn't.
It wasn't. Being together is never a waste. Because I could die tomorrow, and then you would say, "I wish I would have kissed her on the neck."
You see this killing the bear when Todd was there?
He's going to tell that. Don't tell any more stories.
Killing the moose.
Yeah.
These were stories that are already woven into my old Indian.
Yeah, but people like Trevor said, people don't know that was a true story.
Didn't they hear the old Indian?
No, you gave all those people They did, yeah, but you gave all people your story to read, but they don't know some of those stories in there are real, based on true story.
And then this one is all this killing these 5 elk on dead man was also a story in there.
I wasn't there,
but those stories written in the old Indian thing was abbreviated and changed to make it like an old Indian doing it.
But do not exaggerate the story. Speak the very truth.
So I'm going to try to tell them not in the idea that it was an old Indian doing it. So.
All right. Are you going to type it? You should type it.
Well, I won't do anything with them till I get them written. If I had one of those machines I could talk into that would
I
printed out.
have the old cassette recorder.
Yeah,
But then
that-
who's going to type it and listen to it?
I need the machine that actually
Oh,
takes your
types.
voice and types what you say.
It's an app, I think.
I know. I think there is an app you can get to do that.
And there's AI everywhere.
I
you
think
know how to use it.
Alicia said, I was telling her I wanted to write all this, and she said something about I needed this
Yeah, but
app.
when you talk, sometimes you talk real slow with your stories.
Well, that's why I have to write them out first, and then I just read the story, and I can read them faster and have it all put together the way I want it and everything.
Okay, that's a good winter project for you, but we got to clean the pantry. Goodbye.
Goodbye.